Hey everybody, welcome Matthew Bochsler and my handy dandy fantastic friend Liam Phillips. Something we're going to talk about on this call is talking about the colloquialism that's as good as it gets. That thing that our parents, they pretty much said, this is what you want to look for. This is as good as it gets. Try to stay between the lines and, shoot for the target. Liam, could you say a little bit more about as good as it gets and what else is beyond that?
I know for myself, I've always been trying to stay in that box. There's no way to move. And unless I hit that target or hit that goal, then I must judge myself as being wrong if I don't get it. And it's all that judgment just always keeps me in a box. So one of the tools that we use in the access consciousness world is questions. So if you've been in that space where you feel like you're in the box and you're only getting it's only as good as it gets, what sort of question can we ask, or what can we be, or what energy can we be that would change that, Matt?
So the first thing that I loved to step into that took me a while to really trust was willing to be a questionary person. Is that asking a question immediately solicits new possibilities into the vista of my life. It's like literally, I'm like, if I were to ask, what else could be different about this situation, and I relax, I might be getting a call right away about something I've been stuck with for 10 years.
Yeah, and when we're talking about question, we're not talking about like the old Nazi way where they will shine a light in your face and that's not the sort of question that we're looking at. We're looking at the curiosity, like what if I chose this? What if I could go out of the box? What if I could go beyond this and be that energy of question? Because I've noticed the more I be that energy of question, when I walk into the room, people look at me because I don't fit. I am Skeletor. I am different, and it's that acknowledgement of me being different, and that puts not just me into the question; it puts everybody around me into some sort of question, which gets them out of, or gives them a possibility or a doorway to get out of the box themselves, or out of the Matt Bochsler.
Yeah. That's really great, Liam. It's that piece when you walk into a room and ask a question. I don't know if everyone actually acknowledges that when you ask a question, it directly affects all the people around you that you care for. And it affects the people that you may not even know. And it really comes down to science. We're getting to this place where we're continuing to evolve as we open up new frontiers of possibilities. And how many times have you been standing next to your best friend and you knew exactly what they were going to say 5 seconds before they opened their mouth?
Mm-hmm.
It's that same element. If you're willing to, step into it as a way of being, you can use that question and acknowledge that the universe is listening to everything you're saying and thinking all the time.
Yeah. Now that is magic.
Right?
Yeah. Because when we actually be that question and ask the question and drop it into the universe, it literally starts to create something. And part of the adventure of living is knowing that when you ask the question, that something will change. How it will change, how it will show up, you might not know, but knowing that the change will show up is part of that adventure and magic of living. Do people actually have that as a possibility, or is that something that they've put so far out of their reality that it feels like it's not possible?
Yeah, you know, most of the people I meet, I get when I look in their eyes, I'm like, I can feel that distance.
Just being there with your questions, and bringing the problems to the table, we might be able to find a tool for you, a practical tool that you can take away right away. Oh, that rhymes. And use in your daily life to create more presence, being in the now, and choosing to live with more joy.
Yeah. What if one simple tool could help you find out what makes you come alive? And
Mm-hmm.
giving's great. It's a spectacular skill. But what if you could be a receiver with the same strength, capacity, verve, and excitement that you actually give? What would that
Ooh,
change in your life?
I like that word, verve. We're men, so we like our tools.
We are men and we got tools.
Yeah. And so we've got a webinar coming up shortly where we will be talking more about these tools of like question and choice, possibility, and that weird word contribution as well.
And so we would love to introduce you guys to some of these tools. We want to give you some content you can take home and you can use right away. It's coming right from here, folks. We want you guys to have better lives. So if you're interested, click below. We've got a free webinar that we're going to host so you can get in the hot seat, get some time, bring your problems to the table, and we're going to give you some tools and see if we can't change them right off the bat.